Doyle Lane. In 1980, an 8-year-old girl, Bertha Martinez, was raped, stabbed, and strangled to death in San Marcos, Texas. The case lay unsolved for 11 years until Doyle Lane was identified in 1991 as a suspect in the 1990 rape and murder of a 9-year-old girl, Nancy S., in Wichita, Kansas, and he was questioned by the local police. Over a several-month period following that initial contact, Lane had numerous conversations with the police, often at his instigation, during which he, according to the police, alternately confessed and denied all involvement in Nancy S.'s death. 169 Eventually, the police began to regard Lane as a serious suspect, and they arranged a formal interrogation session. During that interrogation, Lane confessed to both the murder of Nancy S. and to that of Martinez. He was taken into custody, and the next day interrogated again, this time in the presence of Texas police as well. On both days, Lane waived his Miranda rights. During his confession, sometimes crying, sometimes babbling incoherently, Lane said his stepfather and he raped the girl in the presence of his mother, and that his stepfather stabbed her and forced Lane to strangle her. Lane said his stepfather forced him to commit the crime by telling him that if he did not, he would shoot me and put me in the trash can. 170. Lane was extradited to Texas where he was tried for the murder of Bertha Martinez. The jury deliberated less than 1 hour before finding him guilty, less than 2 hours before deciding on a sentence of death. The principal evidence against him was his confession. DNA testing was inconclusive. 171 Lane's post-conviction attorney believes the confession may have been false, the result of police feeding facts to a highly suggestible man with mental retardation and a lifelong fascination with fire trucks and policemen. 172. Whether or not Lane's confession is true, there is not question he has serious cognitive impairments. As a child, he spent years as a resident of a special school in Texas for mentally disabled students. His IQ has tested between 62 and 70. His mental deficiencies are so obvious that the report by the Kansas police officer who first interviewed him noted Lane seemed mentally retarded. 173 The former chief psychologist of the Texas Division of Criminal Justice assessed his intelligence in 1998 and concluded he had mental retardation. When his police interrogation was over, Lane, a 30-year-old, climbed into the interrogating officer's lap.
Coming only to theaters this Friday.
Bounce this way!
Their best friends lost.
That's gotta be dangerous.
And Pooh, Tigger, and all their pals are getting together.
We're geniuses!
To get him back.
Sticky geniuses!
This Friday.
No somersaults! I tried to stop, but it's no use.
It's big laughs, big fun, and big adventure.
Oh.
Piglet's Big Movie, rated G. Only in theaters this Friday.
We could use a little help. Brilliant deduction there, Pooh Boy.
Made it from a Mama Michelina's recipe, Michelina's got a lot of taste variety, all with a much best top quality, Hey, Michelina's. Zap a Michelina's any time of night or day, Michelina's recipe, it tastes like gourmet. Top of quality, but don't it got a lot of pay, Hey, Michelina's.
Michelina's, great entrees that'll have you dancing in the aisles.
Top of quality, but don't it got a lot of pay, Hey, Michelina's.
Disney is showing Piglet's Big Movie in cinemas now. from McDonald's is inviting you to join in the magic by collecting Piglet and Friends hats or slinks with your McDonald's Happy Meal. Grab either one hat or one springy per McDonald's Happy Meal.
Piglet, where are you, Piglet?
Get in quick before they vanish.
今度は僕の主演映画も同時上映するよ。ちょっとだけお見せしましょう。
What do you?
Big musical movie on video cassette and DVD.
It's Nick Jr. Here comes the show now. Nick Jr.'s on video. Get ready, get set, let's go. It's Nick Jr. on
What do you motematsu?
Kids love Marie Sandak's Little Bear.
Hello down there.
Now there's even more to love because Little Bear is starring in his first feature-length film.
Yay!
It's the Little Bear movie.
Funny
Little Bear. You can join Little Bear and his pals as they help their new friend Cub find his way back home.
Can I go too? We can all go. Follow me.
Featuring 2 new songs. It's Little Bear's first feature-length movie. Now available on video.
It is morning in your life. Day is breaking, oh so bright.
From the creator of An American Tale, meet the Furlings. They're fun, they're funny, and they're full of mischief.
Furlings!
To find out what Blue wants in all kinds of signs and playtime with Periwinkle. 2 new videos from Blue's Clues.
Thank you so much for all your help today.
You can collect them all on home video. Plus, keep an eye out for Blue's first feature-length hit, Blue's Big Musical Movie on video cassette and DVD.
It's Nick Jr. Here comes the show now. Nick Jr.'s on video. Get ready, get set, let's go. It's Nick Jr. on video.
Kids love Marie Sandak's Little Bear.
Hello down there.
Now there's even more to love because Little Bear is starring in his first feature-length film.
Yay!
It's the Little Bear movie.
You're funny, Little Bear.
You can join Little Bear and his pals as they help their new friend Cub find his way back home.
Oh, can I go too? We can all go. Follow me.
Featuring 2 new songs. It's Little Bear's first feature-length movie. Now available on video.
You know, the show has gotten pretty
Hold on, guys. I got some wedgie.
Rugrats in Paris, a movie.
I like copying myself.
The Rugrats are going to Paris.
And sing this song with me.
Get this